Picture this. You're standing in your closet, holding up that dress that used to zip effortlessly. Now, it's like wrestling with a zipper on strike. You eat cleaner than ever, hit the gym religiously, and yet that stubborn belly fat seems to have signed a permanent lease around your waistline. You've probably stood in front of the mirror thinking, what am I doing wrong? Well, let me tell you something that might shock you. Absolutely nothing. You're not failing. Your body is just playing by completely different rules now. What if I told you that in just 4 months, Lisa went from crying in fitting rooms, yes, actual tears over a zipper, to confidently wearing a bikini on her 45th birthday vacation? From avoiding social events because nothing fit properly to dancing at her daughter's wedding without once tugging at her dress. Hi, I'm Sarah from Hot Flashes and Cold Facts, where we bring you science, sanity, and a smile through midlife. And here's something special. Hidden in every single episode, I share a life-changing gem that could save you time, money, or calories. So keep your eyes peeled for Professor Hoot's special appearance later in this video. Today, I'm revealing the hidden biological reason your belly fat feels super glued in place after 40, and the 3 proven steps that helped Lisa completely transform her body without crazy diets or punishing workouts. It's not willpower, it's not genetics, and if you're fighting the same battle, you're about to discover why your old strategies stopped working. But first, let me tell you exactly where Lisa started. And trust me, you'll probably see yourself in her story. Meet Lisa, age 44, a marketing executive who used to pride herself on being in control of everything, including her body. 6 months ago, she stood in her favorite department store, holding 2 different sizes of the same jeans, neither of which would zip past her hips. The salesperson cheerfully suggested, maybe try the relaxed fit? Lisa smiled politely, bought nothing, and cried in her car for 10 minutes. At home, things weren't much better. Her husband gently mentioned that maybe they should eat healthier together. Code for, honey, I've noticed. Her daughter asked if she was okay. Lisa had started avoiding anything that revealed her midsection. The breaking point? When her doctor mentioned her blood pressure was creeping up and suggested it might be related to the weight around your middle. Lisa looked down at herself and thought, when did I become that patient? Now, if you're sitting there thinking, that's literally my Tuesday morning routine, you're definitely not alone. Research shows that 65% of women gain significant abdominal weight during perimenopause and menopause. That's not willpower failing. That's hormones throwing a biological curveball that nobody warned you about. But here's what Lisa discovered that changed everything. And I mean everything. Before we get to Lisa's breakthrough, let's talk about what's actually happening in your body after 40. Because understanding the why makes the solution so much more powerful. Think of your body like a well-organized office that's been running smoothly for decades. Then menopause walks in like a new CEO and says, we're restructuring everything. Suddenly, your reliable fat storage manager, estrogen, hands in her resignation notice, leaving chaos in her wake. Here are the cold hard facts. When estrogen declines, fat storage shifts from your hips and thighs, where it was relatively harmless, to your abdomen, where it's metabolically dangerous. Cortisol spikes from daily stress, work, family, even tight jeans. Meanwhile, your muscle mass starts declining at 1 to 2% per year after 40, slowing your metabolism to a crawl. But here's the kicker. Your insulin sensitivity decreases, meaning your body becomes less efficient at processing carbs and more likely to store them as fat. It's like your metabolism switched from being a Ferrari to being a Honda Civic. Still functional, but nowhere near as fast or efficient. Most women hear this and think, great, so I'm just destined to feel sluggish and stuck. But Lisa discovered something that completely rewrote this narrative. Lisa's aha moment came when she realized she wasn't fighting fat. She was fighting a hormonal revolution happening inside her body. Let me introduce you to the 4 culprits staging this coup. For decades, estrogen directed fat to your hips and thighs like a traffic cop. When she retires, fat gets confused and just parks wherever it's convenient, usually your belly. This isn't just any fat. It's visceral fat. The dangerous kind that wraps around your organs like an unwanted hug. Your stress hormone was designed for actual emergencies, like running from bears, but now it treats your morning commute, work deadlines, and family drama like life or death situations. High cortisol says, store fat, and your belly's the easiest spot. Imagine insulin as a delivery driver, trying to drop off sugar to your cells for energy. In your 20s and 30s, your cells answer the door immediately. Now, they're harder of hearing. Your pancreas has to send more and more insulin to get heard, and high insulin levels are basically a neon sign saying, store fat here. This fancy word means muscle loss, and it's happening whether you notice it or not. Muscle is like having a high-performance engine that burns fuel even when parked. As you lose muscle, it's like downgrading to a less efficient engine that barely burns calories when idle. Lisa realized she wasn't lazy or lacking willpower. Her body was literally being hijacked by biology. Once she understood this, she could stop fighting herself and start working with her new hormonal reality. Lisa's transformation didn't happen because she found the perfect diet or punishing workout routine. It happened because she learned to work with her new biology instead of against it. Here are the 3 game-changing steps that made all the difference. Lisa stopped thinking about her plate as just food and started seeing it as medicine for her metabolism. Every meal became an opportunity to stabilize blood sugar and support her hormones. The magic formula? Build every meal around 3 non-negotiables. Protein, your metabolism's best friend and muscle loss fighter. Fiber, your blood sugar's bodyguard. And healthy fats, your hormones' building blocks. Lisa swapped her morning bagel for Greek yogurt with berries and almonds. She swapped crackers for apple with almond butter. Simple swaps, dramatic results. Within 3 weeks, her energy was more stable, her cravings had calmed down, and her clothes started fitting differently. Lisa had been doing cardio religiously, 45 minutes on the elliptical, 5 days a week, and getting nowhere. When she learned that too much cardio can actually keep cortisol high, she made a radical shift. She traded 3 cardio sessions for 2 strength training workouts per week. No, she didn't become a bodybuilder. Resistance training upgraded her metabolism. More muscle meant more calories burned even when sleeping, better insulin sensitivity, and a body that actually responded to her efforts. The best part? Strength training gave her something cardio never could: the feeling of getting stronger instead of just smaller.
Hoot hoot! Time for today's hidden gem, my brilliant viewers. Here's a stress-busting secret that costs absolutely nothing.
When you're feeling overwhelmed, try the 4-7-8 breathing technique. Breathe in for 4 counts, hold for 7, exhale for 8. Do this just 3 times, and you will literally shift your nervous system from stress mode to rest mode. It's like hitting the reset button on your cortisol levels, and it takes less than 2 minutes.
Small moments, big changes. Your hormones will thank you.
Thanks, Professor Hoot. Now, let's see how Lisa put it all together. Lisa's biggest revelation? You can have the perfect diet and exercise plan, but if you're chronically stressed and sleep deprived, you're trying to drive with the parking brake on. Poor sleep wreaks havoc on two appetite hormones: ghrelin, which makes you hungry, and leptin, which makes you feel full. When you're tired, your body literally conspires against you, making you hungrier and less satisfied by food. It's like your hormones are playing a cruel prank. Lisa made sleep non-negotiable. She created a cool, dark, phone-free sleep sanctuary. She established a consistent bedtime routine and aimed for 7 to 9 hours nightly. The result? Her late-night snack cravings virtually disappeared. Lisa realized that managing stress wasn't self-care fluff. It was metabolic medicine. High cortisol from chronic stress is like having a 24/7 store fat signal blaring in your body. She found her stress busters: 10-minute morning walks, weekend yoga classes, and actually saying no to commitments that drained her energy. Simple changes, profound results. 4 months later, Lisa's life looked completely different. And here's what I love most about her story. She felt like herself again, just the best version of herself. Her body responded beautifully, losing 23 pounds and 4 inches from her waist, but more importantly, fitting into clothes with confidence again. She wore the dress to her holiday party, radiant, not self-conscious. Her energy was consistent and reliable. No more afternoon crashes that left her reaching for caffeine or sugar. She started accepting social invitations again because she felt good in her skin. Her husband mentioned that she seemed lighter, in spirit, not just physically. Her health markers improved dramatically. Blood pressure normalized, energy levels soared, and her doctor was amazed at her transformation. But Lisa was most proud of something else. She felt in control of her body again. The best part? Lisa didn't just lose weight. She gained something more valuable: the knowledge that her body wasn't betraying her. It was just asking for different support. She learned to work with her biology instead of against it. Lisa's new motto: I'm not getting older. I'm getting smarter about my body. And looking at her transformation, it's impossible to argue with those results. Ready to try Lisa's approach? Here's her exact, no overwhelm routine that turned her life around. Week 1 to 2. Build every meal around protein, fiber, and healthy fats. Lisa's go-to breakfast: Greek yogurt with berries and nuts. Snack upgrade: apple with almond butter instead of processed snacks. No drastic changes, just smarter choices. Week 3 to 4. Start with 2 strength training sessions per week. Body weight exercises count: squats, lunges, push-ups, planks. YouTube workouts are perfectly fine. Lisa's favorite? 20-minute beginner strength videos. Focus on form over intensity. Week 5 and on. Establish a consistent sleep schedule. Lisa's bedtime? 10 p.m. Find your stress buster: walking, yoga, meditation, or deep breathing. Create boundaries, saying no to energy drains. The key? Start where you are. Lisa began with just protein at breakfast and 1 15-minute strength video. Small changes, compounded over time, create massive transformations. I want to hear about your journey. Are you team cardio queen trying to switch to strength training, or team already lifting but struggling with the nutrition piece? What's your biggest challenge with stubborn belly fat right now? Share in the comments below. This community is incredible at supporting each other through every phase of this journey. Your story might be exactly what someone else needs to hear today. Don't forget to subscribe to Hot Flashes and Cold Facts and hit that notification bell. We're building something special here. A place where women support women with real science, practical solutions, and the occasional laugh at our hormone-induced adventures. Remember, your body isn't broken, you're not failing, and you're definitely not too old to feel amazing in your skin. You just need the right roadmap for this new phase of life. And now you have it. Until next time, keep seeking the truth, embracing your journey, and remember, hot flashes are temporary, but feeling confident in your body can be forever.